Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, and whoa, what a busy day I've had. And I could really do with just having a bit of rest, but you know, was not to be, wasn't to be. So last night, and well, yesterday rather, I'd packed, rather, I sound very posh. I'd packed up some orders and the postman had to collect them. So once he'd done that, I had to go in search of boxes. And had to be exactly the right size. So then, once I got boxes and we came home, I then went to pack boxes, and that takes so long. Order picking and packing. Sometimes it takes a long time when they're big enough orders to warrant a box. That's when it takes time. So yeah, I got quite a lot done. And the time ran away with me. I felt like it was early, but when I looked at the time, it wasn't. And so I did my 21k giveaway out there, looking rather sweaty and horrible and messy. But yeah, it was either that or stop what I was doing and come in, do it, go all the way back out there, probably still be there now. And so then I came in and had some chicken noodle soup, and here I am. But everything just keeps going wrong for me today. Like, let me think. What? I say everything. Obviously not everything, but I set this up. I came in here to do this. I set it up, and it said firmware update needed. I mean, okay, do the firmware update. So then everything starts flashing red, and like it wants charging up, and then it's not going to install, and and then I went to put my glasses on to see the really tiny print, only to find they were the wrong ones. So I in temporary threw them across the room because they're rubbish, and I was conned by the optician for these exorbitant costing glasses that are complete and utter useless. And as I said to Gary, they should have another word for optician, is highwayman. Because to be honest with you, I went in there and the only pair of glasses that are any good to me are the ones that I, as an afterthought, said, oh, go on then, I'll have those as well. And if I didn't say that, none of them would be any good for me at all. But it's only this pair for the computer that are any good at all. The others are, I've lost one pair. Probably threw it across the room a long while ago. Probably like a little mouse running around with these. No, seriously, I don't have mice. I'm just joking. But you know what I mean? That's how my day was going. Like every single time I'd do something, a query would pop up because of it, or something that would go wrong, or something would just not be there where it should be. So, you know, I'm like, I just want to have a rest. So yeah, anyway, let's have a look at the picture for the day. Oh, sparkly, but not in the good way, in the forge kind of way. Having something forged. Okay. Still got a little coffee. It's just it's a little bit better every day. I had a really good sleep last night. That's the first good night's sleep that I've had since I got the whole nasty mess. And so obviously every day that goes by is some improvement. It's not like gone, you know. It's like, I don't mean it's not gone. I mean it's like the symptoms that linger have not gone. But yeah, every day they're a little bit easier, I guess. It just seems like one of those things that drags. I know it hasn't really been that long in the great scheme of things. Hold on a moment. I had a message, and it was from one of my kids because it ended in the word mum, but I couldn't read it. Where were we up to? That was a bouncy castle one. I've got a bit of chicken. You know, like when you make when you've got chicken noodle soup and the chicken goes just a tad, like it breaks into fibres. One of those little stringy fibres is right there. Since my operation, I can't always swallow chicken like that, and so it's annoying. It's made me really dry. Although I'm not. All right. No, I've done that one. Yep, that's it. They say being nice to other people's kids won't kill you, but honestly, I'd rather not risk it. I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, I always thought I couldn't have kids. I don't think that they would like me, and I don't think I'd like them. That's what I used to think. I don't think I'd like them, and I don't think they'd like me either. There just comes this part of your life where all of a sudden that changes into, I want a baby. I want a baby. And you realise then, you know, perhaps it's about time maternal clock starts. But before that, it's like, hate kids, don't want any. Can't make me. Rather have a dog. That sort of thing. Well, a cat, be honest with you. Chicken won't go. It's right at the back of my throat. It's not even like you can just put a finger in, you know, you just put your finger in the back of your throat. Won't work. Hang on. I can feel it. It's like having a hair. You know how annoying that can be? Just saying. Oh, yeah, I've done them both. Thought I'd just done one for a minute. So, yeah. Lovely and sunny out there today, but a bit too hot. And, you know, we've had too much rain, we've had too much grim weather, and then suddenly you get a hot day and it's like, oh, what's going on? I'm not acclimatised to this. And that's the problem. You know, we don't get a chance to be acclimatised to warm. And it's not even really hot. It's warm. It's not really like baking or anything. It's in the 20s. I mean, we're not talking like 40 degrees or anything crazy. But, you know, it's just we go from rotten to actually quite nice. And then all of a sudden back to rotten. And then scorching. And it's definitely not acclimatised to scorching. That's how our weather goes. You know, some years, that's it. We just get the odd day in August that's nice. And the rest is all just pants. But occasionally we get a really good year. I think lockdown was a really good year. We had like a summer that lasted from early spring, and I mean like March, all the way through. You know, we had just glorious weather the whole time. And since then it's been like, basically, that's what it's been. Gary bought me a magazine to do, and I kind of realise, got that one. So I'm going to try and take it back and swap it. I'm going to sneeze. No, it's gone. Yeah, I'm going to try and swap it for one. I didn't think I had that one, but obviously I did. Why do I pull those funny faces? It's not until I see them back and I go, what do you do that for? You know, not your finest hour, Trace. You're just saying, knock it on the head. So that's a saying over here, knock it on the head. Well, knock it on the head is the other pronunciation, but knock it on the head. To me, it feels like it needs no introduction as to what it means. It means, please stop that now. But, you know, obviously knocking it on the head. I don't know why that's a saying, but it is. Words of the day. Yep, knock it on the head. It just means, please desist this instant from doing that again. Or refrain from such activity. Can you imagine if you spoke like that? Or if I did, you'd need a dictionary, wouldn't you? Be like, what's she saying now? Blooming chicken stuck. Anyway, I've got stuck on the word anyway. It's always one word I get really annoyed about, and I hear myself say it, and then it just makes me a little bit more annoyed about the fact that I say it. It's better than the one that ends with who anyway. So that's at least that, you know, at least. Didn't look for any yarn or anything today while I was out. I figured, you know, I need to stash bust a little bit before I get any more yarn. So I had a bit of an email back and forth with King Cole, because when I first set up my shop, hobbyrocks.co.uk, if you've not found it already, when I first set that up, the biggest kind of supplier that I ordered the most from was King Cole, and I did like massive orders, and I had too much of their yarn. And so for the longest time, I must have done about 3 or 4 orders with them, and then I haven't ordered since. And that's because I just had too much of their yarn, and so I didn't want to get any new yarns before I'd got, you know, massive kind of space, because I was having other different brands as well. So I said to them, you know, if I wanted to make another order, I've forgotten really how to go about it. They suspended my account, and I said, really? It's not like they'd ever tried to get in touch with me to see how I was doing and whether I needed another order, or this elusive rep that I'm supposed to have had never called me. And, you know, I think that's kind of real bad customer service. Or, you know, you think that in this kind of current climate, the books fell over, in this current climate where every order that these companies get is, you know, precious to them, because, you know, the cost of living crisis, blah-de-blah, and all that stuff and things. So they think they'd look after and nurture the accounts that they do have. Just saying. But yeah, they suspended me. And perhaps if I would like to give this rep person of mine a ring, they can talk about my account. I'm thinking like, nah. Firstly, they should ring me, and secondly, why do I need to talk about my account? It's like I'm doing them a favour rather than do me one. You know, I've got lots and lots and lots of other suppliers. I don't actually need their yarn. It's just, you know, I might want to stock some. So, you know, they've got the kind of things all round the wrong way as far as I'm concerned. They're not. It sounds like, you know, she could talk about your account. You've been a naughty girl. That's how it feels. Maybe I'm reading it all wrong, but I don't. That's the way it reads. You know what I mean? It's like, we haven't just opened it. This is what you do. So we need to talk about it. I mean, when we, at the end of my last order, they owed me 80 quid. £80 or 70 something. So when I said, didn't I have a credit on my account? They said, oh, we put it back into your account. Well, oh, fine. Okay, so they refunded me this money. So it's not like I owe them any or they owe me any, but they need to talk about my account. I was 1 order away from getting a discount from them before. Now I need to talk about it. So that might not happen. Look the mood I'm in. No. So, what else have I got to tell you? It was really hot in here. I came back in from the yarn van. I was out there for quite a long time doing lots and lots of stuff. And I've got empty boxes. So, yeah, I can put my new yarn in those when I, you know, get round to it. Because I've now got some special chunky, which is in a big cardboard box. So I can at least put them in boxes. But I don't have enough racking. I've come to the conclusion that I don't even have enough end of the caravan to stack them. Something has gone wrong somewhere. I've just got so much. But, you know, I've got to really get to grips with all that stuff at the end of the racking that shouldn't be there. and I will do when I feel 100%, and I haven't got chicken stuck in my throat. No, honestly, but you know, when I'm a little bit more energetic, let's say, I will get round to emptying those boxes of my past history, making way for yarn. Excuse me, that was a little burp. It wasn't a bad burp. It wasn't like a brap, you know, one of them. It wasn't like I just let rip with a belch. It was just a little tiny bit popped into my throat and gurgled with my mouth closed. So that's not really a burp, is it? It's just a gurgle. I gurgled. Just gonna like make it clear that I'm not rude. That's basically what I'm trying to say. You know, I'm not rude. You know. I forgot what I was talking about. But I'm not rude. I don't know. It's gone. Yeah, whatever it was. Yeah, just gone. Oh yeah, I was out there for ages, and I thought I better go in. You know, walked in the house like a sauna. I said, Gary, it's like a sauna in here. He'd had the oven on. And he was cooking his, because he had pizza. And he had pizza with garlic bread. I didn't. And so, and it was all hot and sticky and humid in the house. And I thought, we have aircon. So I was like, I came in here. And it was nice and cool. Because this end of the house, nice and cool anyway. So I put my aircon on to make it even colder. I went, I'm not coming out there. I don't know why you. And I walked in. He's sitting in a vest. He is sitting there watching the football in a vest with this humidity that would be enough to set my hair a-frizz, you know. And he said, "Well, you put it on, you know. Could have put the whole house on first. Try and cool the whole lot down." Yep, that's Gary. I don't know. The other day, the aircon was on all day. I was freezing. I was freezing. I was ill then, so I was cold. And then I'm like, oh, you know, I've got a blanket on. And I suppose he was coming to the tail end of his, so he was trying to cool down. But yeah, it's usually me, aircon on, and he's like, oh, I'm going to go put a jumper on. Anyway, I just want to say a big to Julie. I'm not going to tell him, Julie. It's your news. But, Julie, yeah, if you're watching, mwah. I'm going to get off and upload this because otherwise I'll still be at midnight. I've got postage to arrange later on as well, so I probably will be out here later anyway. So, yeah, I better get off and go and get myself another bowl of soup, see if I can wash the chicken that's stuck down, or get a little friend for it that just have 2 pieces of chicken stuck in the same place. So thanks for watching. Oh, and if you haven't, don't forget to you know, the 21k giveaway. I have to do the winners video for the Sunday and for the 20k. I know I do. I'm a little bit behind. They'll probably be up tomorrow now, because otherwise I will be out here till midnight. And, you know, but I will do them and they will be up. And thank you so much for everything you do for me and to getting me to 21,000 subscribers. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.